To check out how we graded prospects individually in this draft class, be sure to check the link at the bottom of the screen. The Kansas City Chiefs only had 6 selections in this year's draft, and it's clear by the picks that they wanted to get younger on the defensive side of the ball. Linebacker Dorian O'Daniel dealt with some injuries at Clemson, and the hope is that he can get back the speed and quickness that he displayed prior to that in Kansas City. What I liked about the Chiefs draft was the fact that they took some outstanding players on defense. Breeland Speaks out of Ole Miss, I thought, was a very underrated defensive player in this draft process. He's a versatile enough player that can man any one of the positions within the front 7 and should be an immediate impact player for KC. Derek Nottie out of Florida State has really good point of attack strength and was consistently able to use his height and natural leverage to his advantage. Armani Watts had a really good week of work at the Senior Bowl this year and provides good range on the back end. And when you look at Tremont Smith out of Central Arkansas, he has the athleticism to match up inside and out while also being a key contributor on special teams. He also has the ball skills to make an inaccurate quarterback pay each and every time he throws a football. Malik Reeves out of Villanova is one of the better corners in the country, one of my favorite prospects to watch throughout this entire process. I've seen a lot of his games live and also on film. He consistently stepped up in Villanova's biggest games and was a stud down in St. Pete at the East-West Shrine game. He has really good matchup skills and ball awareness. Blake Mack was another Shrine Game star that has the same attitude and mentality of Travis Kelce. He's more wide receiver than tight end, but he isn't afraid to get in there and mix it up in the running game. I think that was a point of emphasis for him down at the Shrine Game. I interviewed him. You can check the interview out on our YouTube channel, but make no mistakes about it, he's a bona fide receiving threat. Elijah Marks proved that he can play out on the outside after stepping up big for Northern Arizona once their other star receiver, Emmanuel Butler, who's going to be a 2019 NFL draft pick, went down with an injury. His ability to track the deep ball was the most impressive trait to me. I believe Chase Litton out of Marshall has a chance to continue to grow his game in Kansas City. He was an early entry into the draft, but he has more than enough work-withable skills to push for that QB3 job. D. Liner was a highly touted prospect coming out of high school. He actually made our 2012 football game plan high school All-American team. He started at Alabama but then transferred to Arkansas State where he dealt with some injuries, but when he was on the field, he made it tough for opposing offenses each and every week. I was also on the broadcast this past January down at the Tropical Bowl in Daytona Beach where Liner had a really good week of work. I gave the Chiefs a B+ for their draft. They did some really good work in free agency to strengthen both their offense and their defense while using the draft to get younger, athletic, and more versatile on that side of the ball.